I'm Dr. Joannie Yeh, pediatrician and blogger at betamama.com. Welcome back to Beta Mama Book Break, and today I am joined by Panda and Care Bear. Yes, this is a Care Bear from when I was a kid, and so it's quite nice. I was an only child, so I kept most of my stuffed animals, didn't have to hand them down to anybody. Gave my Barbie dolls away to my little cousin, but most of my stuffed animals my parents kept for me, so I haven't had to get too many stuffed animals for my kids, so I guess they're getting my hand-me-down stuffed animals. So today I wanted to read Elmo Goes to School. So this is a flap book, and I absolutely love flap books because they're very engaging for kids, and you can also use them when you need the kids to be a little bit more quiet, like at church or in a restaurant, because it doesn't make any noise, but they can still fiddle with it. Unlike some of the other toys or books where the kids can push buttons, they make a lot of noise, so you can't really use them in a more quiet setting. And so I love this book. I got this book at TJ Maxx. So TJ Maxx is not only good for clothes, and I'm not getting paid to say this, but I'll often kind of peruse their book section to see if I can find any neat deals and little books for my kids. I don't browse it too often because I will probably always buy something there. So I try to only sparingly check out the book aisle. Good morning, Sesame Street. A new school day is beginning. Monsters arrive from all directions. And each page teaches kids a new topic. So this one talks about shapes, star. This one that flaps down is a circle for the wheel. The door is a rectangle. And they're, of course, all different sorts of solid colors filled into each of those shapes. So you can talk to the kids about colors. You can talk to them about shapes. So this is a really cool page. And the next page, learning is as easy as 1, 2, 3. The monsters look, listen, touch, and count. Come to class and count along. And so here we're counting things in the classroom. And if you are reading this book for the 100th time, 5,000th time, because kids love repetition, they love their favorite books, and they want to read them over and over and over again. You can play a variation of this page, like you can any page, and you can say, hey, well, let's count stuff around the house. So how many stuffed animals do we have, right? How many ears do we have? 1 fluffy ear, 2 fluffy ears, 1 shiny wet nose, 1 wiggly tail. How many fingers do we have? How many pancakes do you have? So lots of opportunities to count, not just in the books, but also around the house. And so, with each page, you can kind of relate it back to what's at home, just to make things a little bit more interesting. This one I think is a little bit more advanced because it talks about color mixing. And of course, if your kids are still a bit young, like under 3, they're not going to really understand the concept of color mixing, or they might. But if they don't, that's okay, because you can still talk about the different colors. Say, hey, do you see where do we see red? Where do we see red? We've got red paint here and here, all different colors here. The red and white make pink, red and blue make purple. Elmo is red. And there's probably an orange here. There we go. Red and yellow make orange. And of course, you can bring that back to the home or wherever you are in the environment. So if you're at a restaurant, you're at an airport, you can bring it back to say, all right, well, I spy something red. The fire extinguisher, right? So again, using the books as a jump off point. And this is all sorts of active words and verbs, and some of them we can do if we have a little bit more space. So you can act out jumping and hopping and clapping. Maybe not so much swinging. But I mean, if your kids are little, you can kind of pick them up and swing them around too. And that can buy you some more time and keep them quiet a little bit longer. And the next page is snacks. What a great opportunity to talk about healthy snacks and what fruits and vegetables do we eat today, right? What colors of fruits and vegetables do we see? So any way to kind of incorporate healthy habits into the day through the books, through snack time, and just kind of surrounding kids with talk about healthy eating habits. So I love how this book kind of, well, number one with the flaps, and these are sturdy flaps too. Some flaps in books are very flimsy, and so they can get easily ripped, but these are pretty sturdy. And so it's just fun. Kids like to, manipulate them, look inside to see what's there. And then you can also use the book as a jumping off point to talk about so many other things. Numbers, colors, healthy eating, healthy activities. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Elmo Goes to School. And it's part of a Reader's Digest children's book. There's a few other books in this series. We have one I guess it's more based on Fisher-Price characters of going to the zoo. So it talks about animals, the colors of the animals, counting the animals, what the animals are doing. So using those as activities, active verb words to learn those. So yeah, check out flat books, and you can look for them at unexpected places like TJ Maxx for a good discount.